Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. It is April 4th, Election Day 2024. It is our monthly Senate prediction. Today, we'll see if anything's changed in regards to Republicans picking up the Senate or if Democrats have some intentions to gain anything according to recent polls. So, this is our 2024 United States Senate election, so buckle up. Here's our prediction. So, it is 6 p.m. The first polls are closing at 6 p.m. We have Indiana closing most of its polls. Jim Banks is looking to pose a swift victory in the state of Indiana. In the end of the hour, Banks ends up winning the election. So we can call Banks the winner of the Indiana Senate election. There is no race in Kentucky, so this was the very first race of the hour, 6 o'clock p.m. here. We are now at the 7th hour, 7 p.m. We have polls closing in Florida, in Virginia, and Vermont. We can officially declare Bernie Sanders. Well, hang on, guys. I'm going to fix the colors, get rid of this, make it 2 colors. Perfect. A flip and a hold. Perfect. So Republicans hold Indiana. So Democrats will hold Vermont as Bernie Sanders has won re-election. Re-election to the United States Senate. In Virginia, a race is brewing. As you should know, Tim Kaine is most likely going to win re-election against, I think it's Hung Kao, or Chuck Smith. But anyway, regardless, we can call Tim Kaine the winner in the state of Virginia. But then there is also Florida. Florida, in recent polls. Shoot. Let's see. Because Florida is a race claimed to be, by some, to be very close, reciting Rick Scott's weak electoral history. However, Florida has been pretty conservative lately. And a lot of people say that Rick Scott isn't as weak as it seems, seeing that he has defeated a famous NASA astronaut, Bill Nelson, along with being a famous governor. But as of right now, we are going to call Florida too close to call. We have Republicans leading by 9 points. That is the advantage here, with Republicans overwhelmingly being favored in the Class 1 Senate elections. So it's already 7:30 p.m. We can officially say that the polls have closed in West Virginia and Ohio. West Virginia is going to be a flip. Jim Justice wins the United States Senate election, performing a flip in the Senate seat. Officially been held by a Democrat for over 20 years. So now, we have Ohio. Ohio, too close to call. Bernie Moreno and Sherrod Brown facing head-to-head in this close Senate election. It's just too close to call for now. Let's take a look as we approach 8 p.m. We are looking at... we have a whole bunch of states closing. We can officially call right now Elizabeth Warren winning re-election to the United States Senate. Sheldon Whitehouse, I want to believe. Is it Sheldon Whitehouse? I think. Sheldon Whitehouse. Democrats shall carry as you know, Connecticut, Pennsylvania polls have closed so far. It's too close to call. Maryland. The polls in Maryland have closed, too close to call. Larry Hogan in the lead. Delaware. I think Lisa Blunt Rochester has won the election to the United States Senate. We have New Jersey having been called, and we can call Maine. Angus King, independent Angus King, winning I don't know if this his third term to the United States Senate. I don't know. Okay, well, regardless, guys, he wins re-election to the United States Senate. Let's take a look at the polling in Pennsylvania right now. McCormick versus Casey, which most likely will be viewing at. We have polls suggesting that Bob Casey Jr. will most likely win this election by 5.7 in the end of the day, as of our meter is indicating. So that is what's going on right now. Polls, this is due to the Michigan polls being closed. Let's talk about Michigan. Rogers versus Slotkin. Slotkin, in the end of the day, planning to win by 1.0%. We'll take a look at that in the end. But we can officially call the state of Mississippi, Tennessee, and Missouri for Republicans. They're supposed to be these colors. Perfect. I want to make it pretty realistic. We can officially call North Dakota for Republicans. Once again, you need 51 in order to declare victory. Texas, too close to call. Ted Cruz leading by just a tiny bit. Michigan, once again, too close to call. We are nearing the next hour. Florida could be called for Rick Scott. I don't know. But right now, it looks like we are most likely going to move on. It is 8:30 p.m. No races to be called at 8:30. It's now 9 p.m. We have polls closing. We have New York. Kirsten Gillibrand winning re-election in New York. Amy Klobuchar winning re-election in the state of Minnesota. Now, this is an interesting one. As we take a look at Nebraska, we are most likely going to see the special election going for, let's see, special election to be determined. We're most likely going to see Pete Ricketts win re-election in the said seat in the special election. But we have polling allegations that so far Dan Osborne is going to win the said election in the end of the day. This is just one poll. I think it's an error. Obviously, I don't think Dan Osborne is this unknown guy you haven't even heard of. Yeah, I mean, he was a former Democrat, but I think personally, I think it's safe to say this seat is going to go for Republicans. So we're going to go ahead and call it for Republicans. So, yes, Republicans win the special election in Nebraska. New Mexico. We can officially declare Martin Heinrich has won his re-election to New Mexico. Arizona. Too close to call. Wyoming. Solidified for the Republicans. 47. Republicans are slowly making their way up to 51. Democrats have to rely on the swing states. All right. We're nearing 9 p.m. We can now call Florida for Rick Scott. He has won re-election to that state. He has won re-election. Let's see how it's going with Bernie Moreno in Ohio. I don't care. I want Brown versus Moreno. All right. Predictions are saying that in the end of the day, Brown wins by 5.0. But it's still saying it's just too close to call as of right now. Let's take a look. We can call Wisconsin for the Democrats. It's 10 p.m. We can officially call the conclusion of the race in Utah. Nevada, just too close to call. Now we have officially can call a winner in Pennsylvania. Bob Casey wins re-election to the United States Senate. We can call and make a projection in Texas. Ted Cruz has won Texas, boosting Republicans to 50. If Republicans win one more seat, they win the Senate. This is a crucial moment. But as of right now, we have decided to project that Sherrod Brown wins re-election in Ohio by 5. And Maryland. We could possibly call Maryland right now, but let's see. Hogan, it's still too close to call. Hogan leading by 1 point right now. So this is what it's looking like right now. Slotkin versus Rogers, too close to call in Michigan. It's 11 p.m. and we can officially project that Adam Schiff has won in California. Washington has been called for the Democrats. And we can now call that Ruben Gallego has won Arizona, performing a flip for the Democrats. Once again, Ruben Gallego flipping Arizona, which was once independent. Really, I don't really recognize it as a flip, but let's take a look at Montana. Tester. Here we go. Sheehy versus Tester. We have Tester leading right now by 5.5. We can now call the race for the Democrats. Tester wins re-election. Let's take a look at Nevada. Brown versus Rosen. So, yeah, there's a different Brown here. But, yeah, if Brown is the nominee, Rosen will win by 4 points. So, that's what this poll is suggesting. So, we will call, as of right now, Nevada goes to Rosen. Jackie Rosen wins re-election. Hawaii will go for the Democrats. And we can now declare Larry Hogan the winner in the state of Maryland. The second flip for Republicans, thus winning them the United States Senate. And finally, we will declare Elissa Slotkin the winner in Michigan. Anyway, this concludes our United States Senate election prediction. Republicans win the Senate. Ultimately, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, I will see you all in the next political episode.